The ancient astronaut hypothesis, aka the ancient aliens theory, is one of the most enduring ideas in fringe archaeology. But how much truth is there to it? Let's look at the main arguments both for and against this controversial idea. First off, what exactly is the ancient astronaut hypothesis? It's essentially the more formal, academic name for what pop culture calls the ancient aliens theory. It has been around in various forms for centuries but really started to gain traction in the mid-20th century. The core premise is that sometime in the distant past, perhaps thousands of years ago, or maybe just a few hundred years back, extraterrestrial visitors came to Earth. These beings, which we can call aliens, stayed long enough to interact with humans either physically or genetically, leaving their mark on our biology, technology, and culture. In short, they taught our ancient ancestors how to build great structures, gave them advanced technology, and even played a role in our evolution. This isn't just a fun idea to consider. It completely rewrites history. If true, it would mean that many of our creation stories are literally true. Gods did walk the earth, and myths of divine teachers, they really were divine. In other words, the hypothesis overturns pretty much everything we think we know about human history and prehistory. The idea has a number of seemingly dedicated followers, people who believe in the basic premise and have even written books explaining the evidence. But it has no shortage of critics, too. People who believe it is a pseudo-scientific theory with no real evidence to back it up. So where did this idea come from, and why do some people believe in it so strongly? In its modern form, the ancient astronaut hypothesis really starts with the work of a handful of writers in the 20th century. The earliest of these writers was the Russian writer Alexander Kazantsov. In the early 1900s, he published a series of books arguing that ancient gods were actually advanced extraterrestrials. His ideas were continued by a group known as Russian cosmos thinkers, a loose collection of writers and philosophers. Then in the 1950s, the idea took off when a new wave of ufologists began speculating that aliens had influenced human development. This led to the modern popularization of the idea, starting with Erich von Däniken and his 1968 book Chariots of the Gods, followed by Zecharia Sitchin and his series of books starting with the Earth Chronicles in 1976. Both men wrote international bestsellers and sparked public interest in the ancient astronaut hypothesis. While von Däniken argued that many ancient structures and myths point to alien contact,